Hey you guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. We almost didn't make it, but I'm so excited. And I have a special guest and a special announcement. I did propose!
Oh my gosh, it's Shadura the helper.
Happy holiday.
No, that's not what's going on today. We are introducing our...
No, he did that at the nail salon.
At a nail salon. You see how low people... Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you want to come back after I did what I just did.
I mean, it don't bother me.
Oh, okay. You're cool with it. Well, today, first of all, we almost didn't make Vlogmas today, so this is kind of an impromptu video because initially we were supposed to be revealing the Vlogmas intro, but unfortunately things did not work out with the intro. And guys, why did y'all not tell me that Vlogmas is so chaotic and hectic while trying to live your life? So we are going to do our own video. You know, Ivy be looking mean, but he's not me, I promise you. We're gonna do our own video where today we are just going to, you know, chat with you guys and of course talk to you guys about our expectations for December and just how we are content creators, because Ivan has his own YouTube channel and it's fire, and I feel like this year God has shown him so much favor, you know, especially when it comes to the views. He has so many views, whereas with me, I don't have as many views, but I do get a lot of subscribers, which is the opposite for you, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll just talk about it. So I will just start with myself first. For me personally, I feel like this year, like I said, God has really shown me a lot of favor. I feel like things have been really great with my relationship, no matter the long distance. We're still together, we still work things out. But specifically like with content, God has shown me how to be more of a consistent creator. And also understanding, like, even if I don't always hit the deadline to what I say I'm gonna do, just having the integrity to know that I can still complete it before that time passes. And even if it goes past the day, showing myself grace. So I think like content for me has gotten easier in that sense, because I'm not like so like, oh, since I didn't do this, it's the end of the world. Because we do that, right? Mm-hmm. And I know like with your channel, you've been getting like a lot of views, but how has creating content in general been for you?
I mean, for me, it's been pretty good. This was actually my first year getting into content creation. I've been content creating, honestly, ever since Instagram came out. But taking it seriously has been this year, you know, especially with YouTube. I actually have my personal channel, which is Navy on Sneakers, where I do sneaker content, reviews, and stuff like that. And it's just been a really challenging ride because you know there's so much competition out there. There's so many different types of, you know, stuff out there, and you know sometimes we get caught up with what other people are doing, but you know we just got to stay focused and focus on what we have going on and not necessarily look at what everybody else has going on, but we got to just focus on ourselves and just stick to our plan, our goals, and our expectations of everything, and not look at the world, but just look at what we got going on. You know, and that's really important when it comes to like content creating, because you know you can fall into that loop of just trying to look at someone else, or maybe your top 5 YouTubers and trying to mimic them and be like them.
Preach.
But you gotta be like yourself. You gotta be you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know that you like to, you know, do certain things, you know, stick to that thing, you know, don't try to be somebody else. So that's one thing I could say that really stuck out to me this year. It was hard, don't get me wrong. You know, there was an instance where I didn't even have the motivation to shoot anything because of just, you know, my environment, you know, people that are around me, or, you know, with my family being around. So it's like, it's a lot of stresses that come with it. But if you're truly passionate about something, I feel like when you really apply yourself and you know, put in the work, then, you know, everything will just come naturally, you know. So that's one thing that I really, you know, noticed this year, and I plan to go 20 times harder next year, because we're not about to stop with this content creation. So definitely, I'm really trying to just push myself all the way through with it.
I think that's really good what you said about like not basically put yourself in a bubble.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I was on TikTok and I ran across a content creator. She is a IG girl, a IG baddie. She's a TikTok girly now. She just started this year. But most importantly, I ran across her like I'm gonna say like 6 or 7 years ago when I first went natural. And I've always loved her. I've always loved her content. I've always loved everything that she stood for. So it was very awkward to me to run across this person who I can personally say I look up to when it comes to like their content that they release, and see them on TikTok talking about giving a man head and touching a pee-pee. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I talked to him about it, and the first thing he said, what did you say when I told you who it was?
I mean, I was completely shocked because this is somebody that she looks up to or whatnot. But I mean, honestly, like I said, I never give people, certain types
What did you say when I told you?
What do you mean?
When I was like, babe, this person is on TikTok talking about X, Y, and Z. What did you say about them?
They fake.
And you also said that it's not unbelievable because you've seen that in them.
Yes, like certain people live certain lifestyles, and we always try to put people in this type of bubble or spectrum where they don't make mistakes or they don't act a certain way or they would never do this or they'll never do that. But we have to understand, like, people are human. People make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes, but it's like, like I was saying before with my content, like you just gotta stick to your content and be true to yourself. And also, with me being a Christian as well, like it's very important that we stay true to our faith, and also stay true to what we believe, and also making sure that we are putting out, even though if it's not Christian related content, but that we are projecting our Christian values through the way we speak, the way we act, the way we interact with others, the way we act behind closed doors, the way we act when we're not on a live or something like that. We want to make sure that we're acting in a way that is representable of our faith.
Keep that same energy, integrity.
Exactly.
Because integrity is doing what integrity is basically being the same person, or the actual definition is to do the right thing whether someone is watching or not. And I think that a lot of content creators, they don't have integrity in their content creating. And when I seen what I seen on TikTok, what that made me want to do, back to what you just said, is I wanted to create an avenue where my followers I want a community where people can physically see, like, okay, I may not know this person represents God, or they may not serve God, but I know for a fact that Shajua does. Because under the comment, somebody said, are you not a Christian? And that to me was big, because it is on one side of the spectrum that the IG creator, and guys, not bashing her, literally still love her, and above all things, I want to see her be saved. But it's one of those spectrums where you post about God, you say this, that, and the other, but you are basically not living according to God. And the Bible tells us, like, that's what the definition of lukewarm is. A lukewarm person is saying, I'm on fire, I'm hot, touch me, sting. But when you get around, you on fire for God, but when you get around your friends, there's no God in you. You begin to conform and turn into who they are. Or maybe you're around friends that are believers in God, and you're saying, I love this God, I believe in him, but in privacy, or when you're around other people, you're smoking, you're drinking, your life does not edify him, and you're lying, you get around your friends who are not on fire for God, but you secretly love God in your heart. That's what the cold part is. And you secretly love God. You're not okay with what they're doing, but you're not loving them to the saving of their soul, where you're ministering and talking to them. Then you turn around and then go behind closed door, and you're on your face, prostrate, praying, crying out to God. But God is like, but I can't use you because we're instruments. Right. And it's like the prayer and stuff, it does matter. But a lot of ministry, 99% of ministry doesn't happen behind the church doors. It happens in real life. So I think that's very powerful. And going into next year, I don't care how many followers I get or lose or how many views I get. I want to cultivate a community where people can know that this agape living can be a safe place where you guys be the real, but still be loved, and we can really do life together.
Right. I also think that next year should be a year where we focus more on authenticity and just focusing on ourselves, and not just, don't look at what other people are doing. Do not conform or try to, act like somebody else or be somebody else, but be yourself. Be what God called you to be. If you don't know who you are, just ask God, pray and fast, whatever you got to do to find yourself, because finding yourself is really the ultimate goal to life. It may not happen right now, but if you're persistent and you really want to know who you are, I think once you connect with God and you kind of create that, that connection, God will show you yourself. Like you will actually feel when God is showing you yourself, and you will actually want to change. You'll want to do things different, move different. So you really have to, hone in on your authentic self and be true to yourself, and don't lie to yourself. I love to say that a lot. Like, do not lie to yourself. Stay true to who you are, and you will reap the rewards of those things.
That was so good. So guys, today we're gonna kind of dwindle down this video, but I look so much forward to seeing you guys on day 2 of Vlogmas. We are going to have a blast. You guys rock with me for this month, because listen, you guys don't want to miss the videos that we have in store. To be honestly, some of the videos are going to be shot directly, fresh, live on that day at that moment, and some God has created and cultivated some words for you guys, some manna, so you guys can learn and grow. So they are shot ahead of time, but they are so meat filled. So subscribe. Make sure you share this video to anyone that may not be a part of the agape community, because we want to do life with you guys. And then also, for those of you who are coming back to this channel, hey Vesty, good to see you again. Baby, do you have anything to say?
All right, guys, I wanted to end off with this verse. I just wanted to, this came upon my heart, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. And it says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect with the will of God."
Amen. God telling y'all don't gotta switch it up for the world.
Yeah, do not transform yourself for this world, but renew your mind. Renew your mind.
Every day when you start to feel like, man, am I presenting myself good enough for what people are gonna accept me for in the world? God is like, don't worry about that grasshopper. Go forward. Right. Be who I have called you to be. Renew your mind, and then you will be able to discern what's good and acceptable according to the will of God. And that's what we're moving. We're moving. You want to do a move?
We'll start there, and then we'll finish here.
Okay, so we are moving with the will of God. Moving with the will of God.
All right, guys. Later.
Bye.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Peace out.